Another day of cuts in WWE. I'm Matt Carlins, and this is just pro wrestling news for Friday, January 7th, 2022. This update is brought to you by IndieWrestling.us. That's Indie with the Y.
WWE.
More releases from WWE on Thursday, including Samoa Joe, who was let go for the second time in 9 months. His most recent stint in WWE did include another reign as NXT Champion. Joe won the title last August, but he relinquished it due to injury the following month. Roman Reigns is medically cleared and set to appear on tonight's SmackDown. He was pulled from last Saturday's Day 1 pay-per-view after he tested positive for COVID-19. Reigns was scheduled to defend the Universal Championship against Brock Lesnar at Day 1. Instead, Lesnar won the WWE Championship, and Lesnar is also set to appear on SmackDown tonight. Meiko Satomura is still the NXT UK Women's Champion. She beat Blair Davenport on Thursday's episode, reversing a roll-up attempt into one of her own. Davenport attacked Satomura after the match. Also on the show, Ashton Smith and Oliver Carter beat Symbiosis to advance in the UK Tag Title No. 1 Contender Tournament, and Xia Brookside beat Mila Grace. Walter's final match in NXT UK is being promoted for next week's episode. He'll face Nathan Fraser. Andrew Zarian is reporting that WWE's next show in Saudi Arabia will be held on Saturday, February 19th.
AEW.
There's an update on Rey Fenix after he suffered a gruesome arm injury at the end of Wednesday night's Dynamite. Fenix put out a statement saying he has no broken bones, but he does have some more doctor visits and tests to endure before he gets an exact diagnosis on his injury. AEW is promoting 4 matches for tonight's Rampage, including Adam Cole versus Jake Atlas, a 6-man no disqualification match, Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz versus Daniel Garcia and 2.0, AEW Women's Champion Dr. Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter versus Baker's title challenger at Saturday's Battle of the Belts, Riho, and Ruby Soho, plus Hook versus Aaron Solo.
Impact Wrestling.
Rachel Ellering is out of the Women's Ultimate X match at Saturday's Hard to Kill pay-per-view. She'll be replaced by Alicia. The change was announced after last night's Impact Wrestling. Ellering did wrestle on the show. She, Jordan Grace, and Rosemary lost a 6-woman tag to Chelsea Green, Tasha Steelz, and Lady Frost. Green pinned Ellering. Also on last night's Impact, Deonna Purrazzo beat Mercedes Martinez via submission. Jonah beat Jake Something. Carl Anderson pinned Heath with the gun stun. Ace Austin and Madman Fulton defeated Johnny Swinger and Hernandez. Fulton smashed the arm of Hernandez with a steel chair after the match. Plus, Masha Slamovich made her Impact debut with a win over Sandra Moore. NWA Power is returning to YouTube, free on the NWA's YouTube channel starting tonight. The episode drops at 6 p.m. Eastern. There's also a new show, NWA USA, which premieres on YouTube on Saturday. At the same time, the NWA is launching NWA All Access on Fight TV. A $50 annual subscription gets fans every NWA pay-per-view, early access to episodes of Power and NWA USA, plus exclusive content. The premiere episode of MLW Azteca dropped on YouTube last night. MLW champion Alex Hammerstone and Pagano beat King Muertes and Black Taurus in the main event. Hammerstone pinned Muertes, but after the match, Hammerstone was attacked by his own tag team partner, Pagano. Also, Psycho Clown beat Richard Holiday, who was distracted when one of Cesar Duran's masked henchmen grabbed Alicia Atout and dragged her backstage.
New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Wrestle Kingdom 16, Night 3 is coming up on Saturday from Yokohama Arena. It'll be the stars of New Japan Pro Wrestling versus the stars of Pro Wrestling Noah. The card is mostly tag team matches, but a double main event is being promoted. That is Kazuchika Okada and Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Keiji Muto and Kaito Kiyomiya, plus a 10-man tag between Los Ingobernables de Japón and Congo. The show will not stream live on New Japan World or Wrestle Universe. you will have to order it on pay-per-view through the Abema streaming service if you want to watch it on Saturday. That is just pro wrestling news for Friday, January 7th. Our next update comes your way tomorrow morning, so please rate, review, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. I'm Matt Carlins. Thank you for listening.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.